reminder that when we open to that, we're guided. We are guided. So this month in the Centers for Spiritual Living, the theme has been transcendent purpose. And last week, I shared a little bit about the inner journey and how we can navigate the complexities of life. And the reminder that we're not our titles, we're not our jobs, we're not our salaries, we're not our address, that we're much more than that. We are infinite possibility. Hear that. You are infinite possibility. Say that as an I. I am infinite possibilities. Say it again. I am infinite possibilities. Wow. That makes me kind of go, ooh. Potential. And when we follow the authentic yearnings of our heart, what Ernest Holmes calls the divine urge, we cannot miss our purpose. So my talk today is Got Purpose? And Rex reminded me, got milk? I guess that was a thing a long time ago. So I'm going to start with a story today, a Chinese tale called The Cracked Pot. A water bearer in China had 2 large pots, and each hung on the ends of a pole, which he carried across his back. One of the pots had a crack in it, while the other pot was perfect and always delivered a full portion of water. At the end of the long walk from the stream to the house, the cracked pot arrived only half full. For 2 years, this went on daily, with the water bearer delivering only 1.5 pots full of water to his house. Of course, the perfect pot was proud of its accomplishments, perfect for which it was made. But the poor cracked pot was ashamed of its own imperfection and miserable that it was able to accomplish only half of what it had been created to do. After 2 years of what it perceived to be a bitter failure, it spoke to the water bearer one day down by the stream. I'm ashamed of myself because this crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your house. The water bearer looked at the pot and said, did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path? But not on the other pot's side. That's because I have always known about your flaw. And I planted flower seeds on your side of the path. And every day while we walk back, you've watered them. For 2 years, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my table. Without you being just the way you are, there would not be this beauty to grace my house. The cracked pot. Need I say more? So perhaps our purpose is not a great accomplishment, but a small kindness that maybe we don't think much of, that changes the life of someone else. I believe we're each here for a reason, and someone needs your light today. Somebody needs your kindness today. A future goal is not your life. The path is your life, the journey. What you do today is your life. If you're willing to create that which brings you meaning and joy, then the path will lead you to exactly where you're meant to be. The great Persian mystic Rumi said, let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Rumi reminds us that our purpose is magnetic. It will pull us toward it. We can't miss it or resist it. If it's your calling, it's going to keep calling until you hear it. Joseph Campbell coined the term follow your bliss, remember that? And joy is an important signpost affirming we're on the right path. And moments of exhilaration are like our internal GPS, pointing us in the direction of our North Star. And when we lead with our heart, we will always, always, always have an inner compass of authenticity and integrity. I'm having a little issue here today. And curiosity plays an important role in the unfolding of our path. Staying curious. Rainier Marie Rilke, the writer, said, have patience with everything unresolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. Love the questions themselves. So we ask questions in an open way. Not why did this happen to me or why is this happening? How can I be with this? What is mine to learn? And we have to be, I'll use the P word, patient. We have to be patient with ourselves. Have faith that the next step will be revealed and that we will be led by what unfolds to a new opportunity or a clearer insight. You will hear the call that is yours alone to hear. And are you willing? Yeah. Are you willing to hear that call?
Yes.
To answer God 911 or God 823? So our founder in the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, said, turning from the errors of the past and no longer carrying with us the sorrows and mistakes of yesterday, today we may enter into a new experience. Today, right now, in this moment, you can enter into a new experience if you choose. I find it comforting to know that we're never stuck in one place. You might think you are, but we're always changing, always going, always becoming. In truth, you can't mess up your life or miss your purpose. Did you know that? Each day we can flow like a river around the rocks and bends, weathering the storms and joining the ocean of our true nature. That's why daily spiritual practices are so important, to keep us in alignment with that North Star. We're all in the process of coming into alignment with the magnificent perfection of our soul. We're all in the process of discovering that none of us has a better, purer, or bigger soul than another one, and that each of us is a radiant, unique reflection of the divine source. We are all in process of remembering who we really are and sweeping off the dust that covers our brilliance of our inner spirit. You ever feel dusty? My house is really dusty. We're all in process of working through the lessons we may need to learn for our soul's development. Lessons of our life that are sometimes painful or joyful, easy, challenging, peaceful, chaotic. We're all in the process of evolving into a greater version of ourselves. Believe it or not, we are. Expanding and growing towards a real understanding of our true essence, which is love, with a capital L. Ernest Holmes says, what the world needs is spiritual conviction, followed by spiritual experience. I would rather see a student of this science prove its principles than have them repeat all the words of wisdom that have ever been uttered. It is far easier to teach the truth than it is to practice it. The practice of truth is personal to each, and in the long run, no one can live our life for us. To each is given what they need, and the gifts of heaven come alike to all. How we shall use these gifts is all that matters. To hold one's thoughts steadfastly to the constructive, to that which endures, and to the truth may not be easy in a rapidly changing world, but to the one who makes the attempt, much is guaranteed. So we have to make the attempt, right? We have to do the practice. Darn, we have to take responsibility. Darn! I want to blame them. Oh yeah, bless our hearts. So right now, each of you is doing the absolute best you can. Did you know that? You're all doing the best you can, and it could even get better. Because your willingness to let go of the old and open to new possibilities will open you to a greater good. So I'm going to lead us into a meditation. So I invite you to just take things off of your lap as you need. And I invite you to close your eyes and take a breath. And in this meditation, we're going to ask a question to ourselves. Let go of everything that has come before this moment. Take your attention away from the external world. And bring yourself present. Bring to mind the time in your life which you felt safe, secure, and totally loved. It doesn't matter what age you were, just remember the feeling. Safe, secure, and surrounded by love. And if you can't remember such a moment in your life, imagine it. Imagine it. What would it feel like to be safe, secure, and surrounded by love? The brain doesn't know the difference between your imagination, your memory, or your present moment. So either imagine it or remember it. And breathe. Safe, secure, surrounded by love. As we're sitting here, ask this question to yourself with gentle curiosity. Who am I? Who am I? And listen with your entire being. It may initially bring you to all your personality constructs, all the things you think you are. And you begin to see that a lot that bubbles up is temporary. You're not merely a daughter or son of your parents. You're not merely where you were born. You're not merely your occupation. All are temporary identities. Ask again, who am I? And listen with your entire being for any feeling, insight, image, picture. And be with that for a moment. What may begin to bubble up will be insights about your real identity. Who am I? Now combine this with another question. How can I serve? How can I contribute to a better world? How can I contribute to a better world? And without arguing or judging, be aware of what's coming through now. Who am I? How can I contribute? How can I serve the emergence of a better world? And be aware that you have set something in motion by asking those questions. You may catch versions of that answer coming through you because you asked the question. Be aware that the universal presence by law answers every question you ask. Make sure you're asking questions that empower you. Today you are asking, who am I? Who am I really? And how can I serve a better world? The law will answer. It has already answered. Take a breath. And with gratitude, we return back to this moment in time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and be present. So just maybe the real purpose of life is to find out what makes you, you, and then to express it. I think I've mentioned in the last couple talks how important it is of how we show up in the world all the time. At the gas station, at the bank, in traffic, on the freeway. That we hold that energy of kindness, love, acceptance, whatever word you want to use. So I'd like to play a song.